All right, today we're going to talk about a story that kind of flips the whole idea of success on its head. It's not about being the loudest person in the room or even the smartest. Nope. It's about something way quieter and, honestly, a lot more powerful. So, let me just ask you this right up front. What do you think really builds a lasting career? Is it that flash of genius you see in the movies? Or is there something else, something a little less glamorous but way more effective? Just keep that question in the back of your mind as we go. You know, we're all fed this story about success. It's this myth of the natural, the person who just gets it, who seems like they were born to win. Well, the story we're diving into today, it's about someone who blows that whole myth right out of the water. Okay, so let me introduce you to Ananya. She is not the hero you'd probably expect. While everyone else was out being seen, she was tucked away in a quiet corner of the law library. She wasn't at the top of her class. She definitely wasn't the one dominating conversations. She was just quiet. And her first big moment in the spotlight? Oh, it was a total disaster. I mean, just picture it. You're standing up to make your big argument, but your hands are shaking so hard you can't even read what you wrote down. That was Anya. It's that raw, public vulnerability that I think a lot of us have felt at some point. And of course, people noticed. The whispers started. You know how that goes. And that kind of doubt from other people, it can really get in your head, can it? It makes you second guess whether you even belong there. That's the kind of pressure she was facing right from the beginning. So this is where her real journey begins. And her comeback? It wasn't some loud, dramatic, movie montage kind of thing. It was a quiet, internal battle that showed up as small, methodical, everyday actions. And this really shows you the difference. On one side, you have what we think success looks like. Loud, confident, dazzling in the big moments. And on the other side, you have Ananya, quiet, in the corner, putting in the work when no one's watching. These are two totally different philosophies, two totally different paths. And this is the whole point right here. Anya's secret weapon wasn't some kind of natural-born confidence, because that can come and go. No, she had something she built herself, day in and day out, consistency. That became her actual superpower. So what does this secret of consistency really look like? It's not about making some huge, life-altering change overnight. It's way simpler than that. It's all about small things done over and over again. Look at her process. It's so simple, it's almost deceptive. Every single morning, 10 extra pages. Every single evening, review one thing. And this last one is the real game changer. After every loss, she didn't get defeated. She just asked, okay, how can I get better? That right there is a blueprint for growth anyone can use. And listen, this kind of progress takes time. There are no shortcuts. It always starts with a struggle. Then comes the long, boring middle part, those months of silent hours that nobody sees or applauds. It's only after all of that that you finally get to the payoff. It's a total marathon, not a sprint. Which brings us right to the climax of her story. All those silent hours, all that quiet preparation, it's all about to be put to the ultimate test. So the scene is set. This isn't some little classroom anymore. This is the real deal. A bigger courtroom, brighter lights, and it's full of senior lawyers and professors, the exact people you'd want to impress. The pressure is on. Big time. But just look at the difference. Think back to that first time with the trembling hands. This time, her voice is steady. Why? It's because her confidence wasn't a personality trait. It was forged through pure preparation. She had done the work, and now she owned it. And then you get the moment of validation, not from a friend, not from a classmate, but from the judge. Just those few words. Counsel, that was well argued. That's the sound of every extra page, every late night, paying off right there in that one sentence. So, what's the big takeaway from Ananya's journey? Because her story isn't really just about law school. It's a blueprint for how to win in pretty much any field. This is the absolute core of it all. Real, lasting success isn't some lightning strike of brilliance. It's something you build brick by brick in all those quiet hours when no one's watching and you choose to do the hard work anyway. And the story doesn't just stop in that courtroom. We fast forward a few years and you see her signing her first major case. And that smile on her face, it's not there because she thinks she's the smartest person in the world. It's there because she knows she's the person who refused to quit. So it all really boils down to this. Talent? Yeah, it's impressive. It'll get you noticed. But discipline is what actually gets the job done. Patience is what builds a career over the long haul. And resilience? Well, resilience is what wins everything else.
And let's end on this one last thought. Whatever your version of a courtroom is, maybe it's a boardroom, a classroom, an art studio, the work you put in today, in private, when nobody's clapping for you, that is exactly what's going to give you a powerful voice when it matters the most. So my question for you is, what silent preparation are you doing today?